is mid-September, which means it's officially fall. I don't think it's actually officially fall. I think the official day is like in a few days, but whatever. But that means it is the perfect time to get back into routine and to start up some new hobbies. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite hobbies that I really want to spend more time doing now that I have a little bit more time. This is my little craft slash hobby bin. I decided to put everything together in one bin because before it was just laying all over my room. I have my sketchbook here. I have like these paintbrushes, and then I have my crocheting stuff, which is the first thing that I want to talk about. Also, if you see the stain on my pants, I spilled tea on my pants a few days ago and it never washed out. So if you see that stain, there's the story behind it. But the first thing I want to talk about is my crocheting. I've been getting into crocheting recently. The thing about crocheting is it takes a really long time, and so I haven't actually finished a ton of projects, but I want to do it more often now, and I want to find a good crocheting show so that I can have something to watch while I crochet, since it takes a while. This is something that I have been working on. It's not much right now, but it's gonna be like a shrug, a mesh shrug kind of thing. And the thing is, I started it back in the spring and I was really hoping to finish it right away so that I could use it during the summer, so I could have like a nice long sleeve piece for the summer that wouldn't make me all hot. But I actually did not finish it at all, and I hardly got very far. And now it's fall, so you can see how much I've totally not been crocheting at all over the spring and summertime. I'm hoping to get back into it over the fall and finish this top and work on other things. I really love crocheting clothes more than like little like cute stuffed animals or object kind of things. I like something that I can use and that has a purpose rather than something that'll just sit on my shelf. So those are the kinds of things I like to crochet. I'm using these little like hair clips as stitch markers. I think they're pretty cute. And then similarly to crocheting is I want to start getting into sewing more. I recently started getting into sewing. The first thing that I made was a tote bag because that's a super easy and simple thing just to learn the mechanics of how to sew. And so that's what I started with. I got some fabric from the store, just regular plain tote bag looking kind of fabric, and I sewed it together and added some lace. I looked up some ideas on Pinterest to see what I wanted to do. I haven't done this yet, but I'm also going to put some iron-ons on there and put some ribbon so that it's extra cute and adorable. But that's the first project I did. After that, I guess I'll show you this one right here because I have it with me. So the second sewing project that I did just recently is this top. I had a big oversized white t-shirt that I never really wore because it just didn't fit great, and I decided to use it as like a little practice sewing project. So I took it in on the sides so that it would fit me a little bit better, and then I cropped it to wherever would hit my waist the best. I added this nice little V hemline because I've seen that a lot online. I never found any tops like that in stores or anything, but I wanted to try it because it's a very flattering hemline, I feel like, because if you just cut yourself off straight, it can make you look more boxy, but this makes you look more like slender or something. I don't know. That's what I heard online, but I really like it. And then I added some lace that was actually left over from when I was making my tote bag. And so the lace, I hadn't planned to put that there, but then I just decided to do it. And then here we are. And so I think it turned out really cute. I have lace on the back too. I really am happy about how that turned out. My next project is a secret and it's for my niece. And she's probably going to watch this, so I don't want her to know. I found this idea online. It's where you can go to thrift stores and just find old bed sheets and old curtains and stuff and use that as fabric because it's a lot less expensive. So I found these adorable little sheets that has an adorable pattern, and I'm going to make something out of it. You could probably guess what it is, but I don't want to spoil the surprise for my niece. And I also don't want to raise her expectations too much because who knows how this will go. So that is it for the crocheting and sewing section. Anyways, I'm gonna make some coffee and then I will talk about the next cozy hobby that I want to start. I just filmed this section, but then I ran out of storage, so I had to delete a bunch of stuff and try it again. Anyways, I made this coffee. I put pumpkin spice and vanilla creamer in there because personally I feel like if I put only pumpkin spice creamer, it's just a little bit too much and it's a little overpowering. So I always do both vanilla and pumpkin spice creamer. My mom and I love getting these cute seasonal cups. We like to get them for like Christmas and fall and any fun season, springtime and stuff. These are the ones that we have right now. They're so cute. And it is a little bit early for Thanksgiving, but we can get things all the time, I suppose. The next hobby that I'm looking to get more into this season is baking and cooking, mostly baking. But I've been wanting to be a little bit more intentional about what I eat because I feel like up until now I just kind of eat whatever and I don't really think about it. I have a very active lifestyle, and so after doing some research I found that I think I'm not having as much protein as I should be with like how much activity I do throughout the week. And so I'm looking to try and incorporate protein in more ways. And so I've been looking up all these protein recipes on Pinterest, and one of the most recent ones that I did was these protein pancake bowls that has like protein powder and yogurt and all sorts of other stuff. But basically it's like a pancake in a bowl that you eat with a spoon, and it's really good and it felt so cozy and fun to make it. And I've also found that I really like putting like berries and fresh fruit in baking stuff. So I've been putting like raspberries and blueberries in those, and for some reason I've been eating blueberries recently, which I've never liked blueberries, and yet this week all of a sudden I've been eating blueberries. I've been eating them fresh and I've been eating them in baked things, and so that's kind of crazy. I also want to try some protein pancakes, which I feel like would be very similar to the pancake bowls. I will show some of them that I found on Pinterest, but they look really good and it makes eating protein lots of fun, and that's really what I need. And that's kind of all I have to say about the baking. I know that was kind of short. I've been baking, and that's kind of just it. Anyways, I'm gonna go get lunch with my mother and my sisters, and so I will see you a little bit later. As you can tell, it's now evening time. I'm in my Snoopy pajama pants. After getting lunch with my sisters and mom, I went to work. I took off all my makeup and I did my skincare. The final hobby that I wanted to talk about in this video is some of the cozy video games that I like to play. The first one is a game called Star Stable. It's an open world horse game where you do quests and you can like do races on your horse and stuff. I've been playing this game since I was about 12 years old. I tend to go in phases where I forget about it and don't play for a long time, and then I suddenly remember it and it's so nostalgic, and so I go back and play it. So I've been in a really long phase as of late because I've been enjoying playing it a lot. Are we still going? Okay, good. But it's just a really cozy and pretty nostalgic game. The graphics are really pretty to me. I'm not like a gaming nerd, but I think it's so pretty. And it's so nostalgic for me because I've been playing it for so long, and it really reminds me of just like warm, cozy vibes, and like kind of reminds me of Christmas time because I would play a lot around Christmas time. And so this is a game that I play pretty regularly these days. And it technically is like a kid's game, I think, but it's too good to only be for the kids because I really enjoy it. But yeah, so Star Stable, I love it. It's so happy and warm and lovely, and it makes me feel warm and happy and lovely on the inside. The second video game that I play a lot is Fortnite, which I know it doesn't seem like maybe a cozy aesthetic game, but I really enjoy it, and I feel like the reason I enjoy it is because I like all the bright colors and the pretty skins that you can get. I feel like a lot of other shooter games are just like dark and not very colorful and boring, but Fortnite is very pretty and fun, and there's lots of bright colors. That's really the only way I can explain why I like it, is because there's lots of bright colors and there's cute skins that you can buy, and it's fun. Anyways, I've been playing this game too since I was like 13, 12 or 13. I was a very passionate Fortnite player as a youngin', and then I completely quit playing and I was like, Fortnite is lame. But then my siblings all started playing and we would play together, and so that kind of got me back into it now that I'm a little bit older. And so a lot of times me and my siblings play together during family night. It's kind of like a bonding thing. We all play it and it's like fellowship. I don't know if fellowship is the right word, but a lot of times I feel like people think of video games as something that isolates you and you just go up in your room and you play video games by yourself. But for our family, playing video games kind of draws us all together. It's something we all enjoy and we all like doing together. So Fortnite is a big one that we do together quite often. And then an honorable mention for cozy video games is Minecraft, because I love Minecraft. I don't play it like regularly, but occasionally I'll get in a Minecraft phase and I will play it a ton and I'll get all this inspiration for stuff to build. And Minecraft, I feel like, is the ultimate cozy game. The music, everything about it is wonderful. And another honorable mention would be Animal Crossing. I do not play Animal Crossing, but I am certain that I would really enjoy it if I ever got into it. I just haven't yet. And so someday, if I get a Nintendo Switch or something, maybe I'll get Animal Crossing and I'll get into that. But right now, it's just mainly Fortnite and Star Stable, thankfully, because if there was anything more than that, I would not have any time to do anything actually important in life. Those take up too much of my time. So those are the cozy games that I like to play. Anyways, it's bedtime. It's not bedtime. I'm probably gonna play a little bit of Star Stable or Fortnite, but I'm getting sleepy. And to be quite honest, it took a really long time to find a good angle to film in my room at this hour in the evening, and I got a little bit stressed and grumpy trying to find an angle, and then I just did this one, which is the same one I did earlier today, but whatever. Anyways, that is all for my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you can enjoy some fun hobbies this fall. Whether it's the ones I mentioned or something else that you thought of, I hope you really invest in those hobbies and do the things that you love instead of just scrolling on your phone or whatever. That's what I'm going to be trying to do. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.